I'm just gonna hope for the best. Hi everyone, I'm Ajinx and welcome to my channel. So now that I notice more people are actually starting to watch my videos, I noticed I needed to make more content now. I hope you guys like the new intro. I want to do something extra special for you guys now that I have my new buddy with me. But anyway, for the main purpose of this video. Today I'm going to be telling you about my experiences that I've had working at a trampoline park. Now on the surface, you may be thinking, what stories could you possibly share about this place? And to that, I gotta say, you have no idea. Now for copyright purposes, let's just say I work for a place called Jump. So I've been working at Jump for the past maybe year and a half now. We closed at an old place, now we opened a new one about 5 months ago. Now I'm one of the only veterans now that everyone pretty much got fired for smoking, slacking off. Wait, I got 4 fingers, this is gonna be tough. Smoking, slacking off, and just not doing, what they should be doing. So I've pretty much seen everything possible. Now I should say we should start at the beginning. So within maybe the first 3 days working of me at Jump, I had a full-grown adult male break a leg. Now you may be thinking, well, you were probably trained how to fix that, right? The answer is I had no idea what the I was doing. I also have new sound effects as well. So I had this maybe 40-year-old man clutching his leg, just trying to hold back tears, and we were told like a little script of what we were supposed to say if someone got hurt. Well, I just went about it saying, "Oh, I'm sorry sir, but most likely it might just be a strain." Well, this gentleman calmly informed me that he was a veteran. And he just comes out and says, "I don't know, man, this hurts a little bit more than when I was shot in stand." Yeah, that shut me up pretty good. So here I have this 40-something-year-old guy, arms filled with tattoos, just clutching his leg, informing me that he was shot in a war as a soldier. All I could do was just wait for my manager to come and deal with it. Now, a few weeks after this, I was working at the kids court, the court where all the little toddlers can jump, that's 2 and under. Even though at that age they're not really jumping, they're just more getting thrown by their parents, but that will come in later. So anyway, I was working at this kids court, and here I have a full-grown adult parent. I just want to say that again, a fully grown parent jumping with their maybe 2-3-year-old in their arms. Now again, you might think, well, Ajinx, what's the big deal? So when you have a parent jumping with their child going 3-4 feet up in the air, and all this kid is doing is something like this. God, I look like an idiot. So when you have a little kid doing something like that, it's very, very, very easy for them to get whiplash or a broken neck. And even after I formed this gentleman of this, he just told me to go myself. Now at this point I was thinking, you know what? Great. I'll let you bury your child next week. But at this point I was thinking, you know what? Fine, get your kid hurt. However, the good guy in me I couldn't let it happen, so once again, back to my manager. So that got all settled out. Never apologized for me, started yelling at the manager, but to continue. Now I'll move on to something that happens pretty much every time I go into work. Trash will be littered throughout the entire place, and the only trash that we actually have are packets that hold socks, cups, and that's it. Now once again, you may be thinking, well, shouldn't someone just throw their stuff in the trash? Like a normal human? Once again, the answer is no. I have people from 3 years old to 90 years old. Now personally, I was brought up by really good parents, and I was taught to throw my stuff away. Now about 90% of the population, I've noticed, have not been taught that way. So here I have trash, rubbish, food, baby diapers, which I'll once again go on in the future, just strewn out on the ground like it's no one's business. So once again, I'm up cleaning after people's trash. Well, pretty much like every other minimum wage worker, honestly. God, this soup gets hot. I really hope this video is centered right. I've noticed I'm a little off my mark, so hopefully that's better. But moving away from, people having common courtesy to throw trash away, I also have people on probably a monthly basis attempting to have fistfights. So yeah, fistfights. There was a full-blown fistfight between four adults, all of which over 300 pounds, and all of which were psychotic mothers from a birthday party. A birthday party, which makes it even better. So you'd think they would be fighting over something reasonable, like, I don't know, someone stealing something, someone hurting their kid. No, it was, I'll give you a second to think about what they could have done. They were having a fist fight over a locker. A locker. So here I am just kind of standing off to the side. After all, I don't get paid enough to break up fist fights. And watching maybe 3 or 4 of my other coworkers try to break up this 1,600-pound fight. But yep, all I was doing was watching it unfold because I do not get paid enough to deal with this. So after the double chin settle, the cops are called to the scene, and they're the ones that now have to deal with this, taking it off of my empty hands. Gotta sneeze. I have so much hair in my eyes. So yeah, there's always that, and I did not check to see if my phone was recording. But I'm just gonna continue anyway, hoping for the best at this point. But anyway, back to the fight. So eventually the cops are called and they handle the situation. So these parents walked away with absolutely no consequences. They weren't even banned, they weren't fined, nothing. They just fought over a locker without repercussions. Anyway, for the next story. Now, I failed to mention that this jump company is owned by a big former NFL player that worked for the Patriots. Once again, for copyright reasons, I won't say their name because I'm only a teenager. I don't want to get sued the heck out of me. So, opening day of my new place, I have a very confusing timeline going on. So, opening day, I have maybe 5 Patriots players come in throughout the entire day. All really cool signing people stuff, except for mine, because I was working and I couldn't get signed stuff, which is absolute. So I see all these Patriots players, really cool, very memorable experience. I was up at laser tag killing it. And I've noticed, I'll give you a little secret. If you ever smell bad, overpriced cologne, it is either a professional athlete or someone that is trying too hard to get a date. Now, sometimes they're both the same thing. However, once you have millions of dollars, I mean, it's pretty easy at a date, I would assume. Yeah, so I have all these people coming in, taking pictures, celebrating. Worst case scenario happens. Me, I'm not a big athlete guy. I just said athlete guy, what's going on with me? So as more of an athlete than a spectator, I'm not really too informed who's on what team, at what current moment, what stats there are, any of the extra knowledge other than how to play the game. So with that being said, a customer goes up to a laser tag, which I'm running. There's no other game going on at the moment, it's just me by myself up there having a jolly old time of doing nothing. And he skims right past me and just pushes himself into the laser tag arena. Now, customers aren't allowed to go up there without me being in with them or with another game, so I quickly follow after the guy. Now, what should have been a dead giveaway was this guy was about 7 feet tall, probably about right up to here is on like 5'6", so probably a little bit taller actually. Super muscular and jacked, and they had the bad cologne on. So I quickly chase after him, And I'm saying like, oh, sir, I'm sorry, but you're not allowed back here. Now, this guy just stops and quickly like zips around. Well, something kind of sort of like that. And he's like, excuse me, young man? And once again, I repeat myself, I'm sorry, sir, you're not allowed up here without a actual game going on, or without me letting you tour the place with me. So this guy just gives me the stink eye immediately and starts saying, do you know who I am? And me being bored, kind of wanting to play with the guy. No sir, I just know you're a customer. And he absolutely loses it. I am mother Jackson Briggs. That's just a made up name. I don't even remember what the guy was. And just starts to berate me for a good 2 minutes. And while this is going on, I'm just kind of in shock just watching him like, okay. Realizing that, oh, he's probably friends with the owner and a professional NFL player. I don't want to get fired by talking back. So I let him have his little spiel. He walks away, continues touring it, and just scuffs past me once he leaves. And my supervisor comes up to me. He's like, dude, what did you do? I was like, oh, I just tried to stop him from touring the place. I didn't know who he was. I didn't want him to go unsupervised. He's like, oh, okay, you're good. He's been all night. So I was like, oh, sweet. I don't know, best case scenario, I just wanted to share that little story. Don't meet your heroes, kids. Now lastly, my final story to conclude this video. That's going to be probably way too long and filled with too many cuts and, I don't know, utter garbage, but who cares. I have just the most weirdest thing that could possibly happen. It's kind of two stories, but I'll make it into one. So this happens both on the same day. So a mother with her infant child comes up to where the trampolines are, and before we go to the trampolines, we have kind of like a locker area, and then like cubbies over in the corner. Well, she places herself right in the middle of the walkway that's maybe 3 feet after the steps, and just plops her child down on the floor. Now, me being upstairs, I kind of walk down to see what happens. As I walk down the steps, there she is just changing her child's diaper for everyone to see. Now, we have 3 restrooms, men's room, family room, and a women's room. Each one has a baby changing station. Each one close to the exit and entrance. Each one easily within a reach when she was coming up here. But what does she decide to do? Just place her newborn parasite on the ground and proceed to change him. Which, even worse, she leaves the used diaper on the ground. Picks her child up, makes sure he's clean after, having him on the dirty ground that everyone's been out walking on. And she just walks off. Yep, she walks off with the stuff on the ground, no F's given. Now me, I got lucky. I had a laser tag game that was just going up. And God, I felt so bad for our court monitor that day. So he had to watch me leave as I asked him to take care of the situation. So he just looks at me and looks at the camera, knowing it's within easy eyesight, and just looks back on the ground and just sighs. Walks away, comes back with 3 pairs of gloves, a broom, a sweep, and a mask for his face. And again, you're probably thinking, well, it's kind of a big deal. Well, if you work at a trampoline park, minimum wage, you would not be expecting to pick up all day, okay? So yeah, he scampers off and cleans that. And as I go to maybe switch my shift like an hour later, so I'd go from laser tag down to the courts. Within the first 20 minutes of this change, I started jumping with the little kid, having some fun. You know, it's kind of dead in the place, so yeah, I'll try to cheer her up a little bit, make her have some excitement at a trampoline park. So she starts talking to me, saying, "Oh, let's play this, let's do that, let's do that." Well, nothing could prepare me for what she said next. So we start talking about her brother. I don't know, he's like 14, 15, 8, whatever age. I really have no idea, which makes it even worse. She talks about, because she's a child, she talks about like kitty things all the time. So she's like, "Oh, my brother pees and farts a lot." Like, "Oh, really? Ew, that's disgusting." Just kind of play with her. And she proceeds to tell me that, "Oh yeah, my brother also masturbates a lot." This is a 4-year-old to 3-year-old girl, and she is saying this. I have no faith in our future anymore. 1, why does she know what this is? 2, how does she know what this is? 3, how does she know what he's doing? And 5, that's 4, but should I go on? I mean, really? Really? So after she says this, I'm like, oh, I have no idea how to react. So she just, moves on. She's like, "Oh, let's do tag, let's play basketball now." Yeah, that day just, I don't know how to, I just don't know how to continue anymore. Anyway, with that scarring memory being said, this concludes my first video in full suit. I am very happy to be showing him off to you. Thank you so much for making this far. I don't know how you got through this. Now, if you do want to support me further, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I've noticed that people are actually starting to watch my content. So even if it's only 10 to 100 people, I know that you guys are hopefully having a laugh at me. Let me make you laugh a little bit more by making more content. Feel free to expect more stuff in the future. I don't know, if you have any suggestions, feel free to comment below about what you want to see. If you guys want to hear a part 2 of the story, let me know. If you want to hear anything else, really just follow me on Instagram, blue_moon, Telegram, Aginx_defox. I'm a loser, I know. Or follow me on PlayStation at Aginx. I don't know, is that enough sponsorship about me? With that being said, I don't know, I think I need to work on an outro. Like this.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.
God, people I know watch these videos. I am an embarrassment.